Hey, how you doing? My name is J.L. Loggins, owner of Loggins Insurance Group. Today, I'm gonna just really talk to you about why I got started in the insurance business and the importance in the emotional attachment that I have. It's more than just a commission check to me, because I know firsthand, just personally, the devastation of facing tragedy without health insurance as well as without life insurance. So, just a little bit about me: raised by a single mother who struggled. I mean, worked two, three jobs, and as you know, you're never gonna find anybody that works two jobs that's rich or wealthy or on their way to being wealthy. If you're working two, three jobs, then you're actually honestly doing something wrong, in my opinion. Who struggled to really just make ends meet, and then losing my father unexpectedly at an early age. Even though they probably didn't have the best relationship, drugs, different things that happened in the community. But losing him at an early age, unexpectedly, with no life insurance. So, what that taught me and what I understood from that point on was the importance impact that insurance can have on just not only an individual, but on the people that depend on that individual, their family. So my father passed away, and I mean, he left absolutely nothing for his four kids. He didn't own a home. At the time of the death, he was unemployed, so he didn't even have any group coverage or any kind of benefits that would have came through an employer. So for literally what upsets me about that, and now after understanding the insurance business and doing quotes and helping people secure their financial future and secure the future of their family, I understand that he could have secured me and my siblings and the people around him future for less than a dollar a day. So that would have given him sufficient coverage to where those people, and I include myself in that, would have had some kind of peace of mind to even give them a proper burial as well as just the time to mourn. Many times, people, we live without the life insurance, and then the family has to say it's a breadwinner. The family lose the breadwinner. The spouse is forced to not even. They're not even allowed to mourn. They have to go right back to work the next day because the worry of providing and keeping a roof over their head now becomes instrumental in when they could have just for $1 a day, really gave themselves a peace of mind. So another thing that pulled me into the industry was I come from a community that put a high value basically on materialistic things. So we'll go out there, we'll insure the car, we'll even buy insurance for our phones. We'll skip the insurance that's most important. So when it comes to life and the health insurance, really many times, if it's not able to correlate the value between life and health in us, then we'll skip out on it because what it is it'll just become another expense that has to be paid every month. And the bills that's on the top of the list would be like your cable bills. Many times we're unwilling to go without cable to be able to secure our family future. We got to make sure that we pay that cell phone bill so we could be scrolling on it all day on Facebook or whatever else. And then lies, after paying the rent, many times people feel like they can't, give the couple dollars a day towards really securing their family future. My goal is really to just educate my clients and help them see the value and understanding the one irreplaceable asset that they have in their life, which is themselves. So, with the phones, with the cable, with any other bill that you have, the life insurance bill, whatever it may be, $30 a month, 100, depending on what policy you get, that's the only bill that's going to be able to take care of all the other bills in case, your untimely demise. One of the things that I did find out and that I do know is that nobody wants to talk about life insurance. So I think that's why one of the reasons it's one of the biggest and hardest sales is because even though everybody knows we're not going to leave here alive, Everybody knows that one day everybody will pass. It's one of those subjects that nobody wants to talk about. I think I talked to people before and they said, well, if you talk about it, then you're going to bring it your way. So, I mean, I guess they'll rather just not talk about it and it's still going to come their way. And then what that's going to happen is leave that generational poverty, which happened in my case, where now the individual could have, they, many times they mean well, and they don't want to see their dependents struggle in the case of their death. But many times it's um, the lack of education, the lack of just going with it and getting started. So I knew coming into the insurance industry, that my why had to be bigger than just chasing a check, because I'm a true believer you could go do anything and make money. Even the homeless guy on the street, he has a pocket full of change today. So there's a number of ways that you can make money in this world. But my reason why is I know that incident where me losing a father and other situations in my life, those aren't isolated incidents, meaning that incident is not only going to happen to me, there's going to be many other people who go through the same and similar situation. There's going to be families who lose breadwinners. There's going to be lose kids. There's all kind of situations. And my job is to really help these families secure the protection that they need so they are able to mourn, so they are able to leave something to the people who were dependent on them, so they don't just leave and now the family is dependent on GoFundMe funds or cookouts or whatever it may be that they're trying to do to raise the money to be able to give the person a proper burial. So, like I said, overcoming the reality of that these are subjects that we have to talk about, and knowing and really educating my clients to the most important asset is going to be themselves. Like I said, I am a newer agent. If you are an agent who has some experience and wouldn't mind giving me some tips and tricks, what works for you, what got you into the business, anything that you want to comment, share, I would truly appreciate. You have a good one.